Hi, Hiram here. I thought I'd do a little revisit on this Mitaki-Japan wind-up LED headlamp. This is one I got on eBay. I did an unboxing of this, a week or so ago. I got a comment from oldgeekster, where oldgeekster said that he got one of these also after he saw this one on my video. Pretty cool. He said that he gave it an endurance test. He cranked it up for exactly 1 minute, and the one LED, that would be that one, lit for 90 minutes. And then 90 minutes later, it was still bright enough for him to rummage through his rucksack in a dark room. Thank you for that endurance test. I really appreciate people doing this stuff. The thing I was thinking about is, what would this do if you ran it for a long time and then cranked it up? You got to be careful. Some of this stuff that you get on the internet, sold on the internet, in eBay and places like that, say that they're hand-generated things or cranking them or whatever, but you get them, they run down, and then they won't crank up again, because actually what's inside is just a battery, and the crank itself doesn't do anything. And you don't find that out until, way too long to complain about it. So what I did with this was I turned it on the 3 LEDs, and I let it set to see how, to let it die down. 3 hours later, this thing was still bright enough. It's on now, but it's very low. I can barely see things in this room. I'm sure you won't be able to, but on the camera. But this is a very low light. And that was 3 hours it stayed on. Then I shut it off, and today I wanted to do a video. Well, when I turned this back on, it was bright again. Not as bright as before, but very bright. Excuse me. So I've had this has been running like this for about 20 minutes to get down to this level. So what I want to do now is, should have set up a timer here. Take this off. Now this comes off. There was no instructions on how to get this off the holder. Let me shut this off. To get it off this holder on your forehead, hopefully you can see it in this light, is you just take the light and push it straight out a little bit until it clicks, and then you can lift it off. It's engaged into this clip thing through the handle. So I've shut this off. What I'm going to do now is grind it, try to charge it for 1 minute, and then we'll see what the light looks like. So let me turn this on. Okay, that was 1 minute of cranking. I think you can see the time there. Put the handle back into place, and let's see what it does. Brighter. Let's see if we can see stuff in the room. Now the camera, I'm sure, won't pick this up well, but this is way bright enough you could read, you could do, whatever you wanted to with this. That was with 3 LEDs. There's the blink. And here's with 1 LED. Still fairly bright. Bright enough to read, bright enough to do stuff. There's the 3 LEDs. Oops, camera's not in place. Let's see the 3 LEDs. So not bad. 1 crank. Now supposedly this should last for 90 minutes. And according to oldgeekster, it does. So I'm still pretty impressed with this thing, and it also has a flash unit, which should make the batteries on this last a whole lot longer. Oh, the one thing I forgot to say about, with a lot of this stuff, good, bad, or whatever kind of equipment you get that has rechargeable batteries in it, don't think that you can put this on your head and go to sleep and it'll just run until it dies out. A lot of times, if you run this down to totally out, you won't be able to recharge it again. The batteries sometimes, I'm not a big battery expert, but sometimes the cells just go bad. So don't, do something where this is just going to run and run and run, because you're liable, if you run it till it goes off by itself, you take a real good chance of killing the batteries, and all the cranking in the world won't put it back together again. So I just thought I'd show you that. I thank Old Geekster for doing his endurance test. I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions, and as always, watch for my buddy Max. Bye now.